or what?
Don't miss the fun.
Annette's birthday, October 22nd at 5, 6 Pacific on the Disney Channel and TCI Cablevision.
TCI Cablevision and Encore mean value for you.
Because Encore delivers big-time entertainment at a small price.
Hit movies of the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Yes for thrills.
Chills.
Thrills.
Classics.
And class acts.
Encore delivers more for your entertainment dollar than ever before.
All for less than 5 cents a day.
24 hours a day, every day.
Call TCI Cablevision and get an Encore performance in your home now.
You'll fall in love with the movies all over again.
CNN Headline News, I'm Pat Kirk in for Lynn Russell. A spokesman for the U.S. State Department says its contents are enough to turn your stomach. It is a new report on human rights atrocities in former Yugoslavia. The report, submitted to the United Nations, claims thousands of Muslims in Bosnia-Herzegovina have been willfully killed by Serbians. The UN is establishing a war crimes commission to investigate the accusations and make recommendations about prosecution. The new report cites instances of rape and mutilation.
This second report draws together credible reports from a number of sources that describe numerous very abhorrent incidents, including willful killings, torture of prisoners, abuse of civilians in detention camps, wanton devastation and destruction of property, and the mass forcible expulsion and deportation of civilians. I was reading it this morning, and frankly, a lot of the things in there make your blood boil and your stomach turn.
9 UN relief planes landed in the Bosnian capital today. The airlift had been put on hold yesterday after fighting erupted in cities in the flight path to Sarajevo. 5 mortar shells landed in a Sarajevo cemetery during a funeral today, seriously injuring 1 man. Tomorrow's evacuation of nearly 6,000 women and children from the city has been postponed because their safety can't be guaranteed. Some observers are fearful of an all-out war in Liberia. The West African force, made up of 7,000 soldiers from 7 countries, reportedly bombed the headquarters of rebel leader Charles Taylor today. Taylor invaded Liberia in December 1989. More than half of the U.S. Embassy staff in Monrovia was evacuated today on a U.S. government charter flight. Baghdad has signed a UN agreement that allows the resumption of humanitarian relief program. It includes the posting of 300 UN guards in Iraq. Meanwhile, UN inspectors say they've yet to find weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. John Holloman has that.
Even though the weapons inspectors returned to their hotel apparently empty-handed for a 6th straight day, there's word of a possible deal to get the Iraqi government to be more cooperative. The head of the UN Special Commission on Iraq, Rolf Ekias, says he's asking Western government leaders if they'd consider lifting the oil embargo against Baghdad if Iraq will turn over and destroy its weapons of mass destruction.
Is there anything for them in this? And this is what we are investigating now. Can we develop some sort of incentive for the Iraqi side to be more forthcoming?
The UN team in Baghdad has traveled to more than a dozen sites, including a computer center and a former Scud production center in northern Iraq, looking for information and actual ballistic missiles. While some inspectors say the Iraqis are being more cooperative with this team than in the past, Ekias says Iraqi officials are not telling all they know.
Because it's very aggressive and very advanced system for deception, misleading us.
Before the team arrived, there were reports that expected to find up to 200 ballistic missiles. But Ekias says that just hasn't